Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another brand new live stream. We are at 12,888 subscribers, which I think is a very special and unique number. So I just saw this as I'm looking at my computer. If you're tuning into this live, then welcome. Hello, thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well, and we are going to get started. If you are watching the recording, then you are a champion. Let me make sure that I have a mantra playing in the background so that this live stream is much better experience. Perfect. Mr. Shouty, what's up? What's up? Long time no see. I haven't seen you in a live stream in a while. How's it going? How's it hanging? How's everything? We just got started. How's life in Canada treating you? Excellent. I made a vegan pizza yesterday. It's something that I'm very proud of. I ate it. It was delicious. And yeah, can't complain. So things are going along pretty good. Um, yeah, things are pretty good. I was, not expecting things to be this good. I thought it would be very bad because I know what the experience of living in Canada was like a year ago, but I've changed massively since my travels. So, who knew that you don't have to blame your environment for how you're living? So things have gotten much better. I've gotten much better. And I want to share with you, my friends, people that are here as well as you, some things that have happened to me in the last 24 hours. I almost died. In fact, I almost died on live stream yesterday. That was not something to be joked around with, and you can actually go back to the live stream that I did on May 1st, 2026, which was yesterday. And at the end of the live stream, I had to end it prematurely because I literally thought that I was going to die. So we are going to talk about that as more people come in. And I'll share with you the lessons that I've learned from almost dying. Also today is the completion of my semen retention course, which I've been working on for about a year. I kind of put it off on the back burner, but yesterday something happened and it made me realize that this needs to be completed. So today is going to be the last video that I make on that. If you're a man and you're struggling with semen retention or masturbation, watching porn, or adultery or promiscuous sex, this is the best solution for you. You go on my website, it's $47, and there's about 20 videos or so. You can watch it, and it's done with energy, meaning that if you go through the progression, it'll change your life. Don't die on us. What happened? Okay, so what happened? How did I almost die on live stream? I don't know what happened, but I am planning to live stream at a similar time every day. It's about 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is when I'm going live right now. And yesterday I woke up, I had a big glass of lemon water, 1 liter of water with lemon, and I chugged that. It was good. And I also popped a iron pill. I think the iron pill was quite expired, but I googled that you can take iron pills that are expired. Iron is quite a stable element, and it's not going to go bad on you. It only loses its potency. It doesn't lose its, it's not going to kill you. So I know that also you need to take iron along with a vitamin C supplement. So that is exactly what I did. I'm sorry, vitamin C meaning um, lemons. So, and it was great. I drank the water, I took the lemon, and I started live streaming. Hello, Sarvajit. Good to see you here. Welcome. Ram Ram. Yes. And then we'll pause. I will say hello to the people that are here. Welcome. Lots of new faces. Good to see you here. Yes. Hail Lord Shiva. We have Lord Shiva right behind me. And so I'm talking about how I almost died yesterday on live stream. I had to end my live stream prematurely. So I ate these things, and it was about 2 hours later that I was live streaming, and then I felt dizzy all of a sudden. Sometimes I feel dizzy if I stand up too quickly, that sometimes happens to people, or something else happens, but this was unique. I don't know what was happening. And I thought it was going to pass away in the next couple of seconds, but it wasn't passing away. I was continuing to feel dizzy, like I almost been drugged, or I just ate some kind of hallucination drug. And it didn't pass for a few seconds. It it continued going for 30 seconds, a minute, and I said out loud, "Oh, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna pass out." And then it somehow a little bit subsided. I had to go downstairs to get some frozen mangoes. I started eating that. That didn't help. And then it kind of a little bit calmed down, and then it went very much extreme to the point where I really thought, okay, I actually might pass out here. I actually might die, and I don't want to die on live stream. I need to make sure that I die in a bed, and maybe I can call the ambulance if it's really an emergency. If I really am slipping away, I felt like my mind was slipping away from my body. Then I need to call the hospital. And I ended the live stream prematurely, and I went to eat. And after I ate, things kind of calmed down. But I also would like to share with you some things that I've learned while I was in this kind of weird experience of almost dying. And talking to you answering your questions, it made me understand that every person here is the most important person in the world. So if you're asking a question, I'll be answering your questions in a moment. I was treating like it was my last thing that I'm ever going to do, and it made me understand the importance of being respectful to people and to treat people kindly and with respect. And also, I was impressed by how nonchalant my experience of me dying was. I don't want to die, of course, but if it's time to die, let's go, baby. It's time to go. The only thing that I'm concerned about is leaving my corpse here for my family to deal with. That's my only concern. Okay, my family's gonna have to come to my room and realize there's a corpse here, and now they're gonna have to go and call the whatever hospital, police, or something else, and it's a big headache for them. So if I ever die, I want to go in some little forest and just die there, and then let my body decompose. I don't want my family to deal with it, but I want my family to know, hey, I'm gonna go die over there, right? And they'll be like, okay, sounds good. All right, see you later, guys. And I don't mean like hurting my body in some stupid way. No, I don't mean that at all. I mean that if it's time to go when I'm an old man, it's time to go. Let's go. Animals know when they're gonna die. Sometimes, my cat, my previous cat, the family cat, she knew she was going to die. She was very old, and then she just left the house. We ended up looking for her, and we found her, and then we brought her back home, and then she died in her house. So, cats know. Cats know. Animals know. Snakes know for sure. But how come humans don't know with a big brain like ours? We know also, but we're so confused. Will I show you God now? I live. He panicked. He had a panic attack and thought he would die. It wasn't a panic attack. It was something. Something with my blood. Something was happening. I don't know what it was. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And that was my experience of almost dying. Namaste. Welcome. Yash, good to see you here. Happy that you're all here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm happy to answer any of your questions if you have questions, or talk about the things that you want to talk about, or answer your comments or read your comments. We have Sadhguru here in the background, the original master. I hope you're okay. I'm okay. It seems like I'm doing okay. Nothing is going wrong. Just do what I said in live. You can feel negative, one positive. Okay. How has meditation helped you? Meditation has helped me massively to deal with the entanglements and suffering of my own mind. It really made me feel very happy and peaceful. So I'm peaceful because of meditation. Dylan asks, what's your thoughts on Wim Hof breathing? I like it. If I ever need to go into cold water for some reason, I certainly will sit down somewhere and breathe very intensely, like Wim Hof suggests. But I don't practice it because I just don't see a reason for that. Tell us the exact diagnosis. I didn't go to the hospital or any kind of place, so I don't have any diagnosis. Dr. Rob does the dying move too. Okay. Well, this was legitimate. This was not a stunt. What you mean, God? I haven't talked about God at all in this live stream, but there is a Shiva statue in the background. Your self-portrait is nice. This is not myself. This is Sadhguru in your background. Please, if you're not a native English speaker, then use Google Translate and formulate your words so that I can understand. You're peaceful because you're meditating, or you're peaceful because understanding the divinity within you? Well, both. Meditation helps me to understand the divinity within me, and meditation definitely helped me to become more peaceful. Hello, least trustworthy weasel. Welcome. Did you eat curry? No, I was on an empty stomach. So I was just talking about an experience that I had a few minutes ago of almost dying on live stream yesterday. If you want to watch that video, want to watch, then you have to scroll back. You're looking a bit pale today. It is the light. I have a very powerful white light on me. So that may be the result of that. That is strange. I don't know why. Thank you very much, Least Trustworthy Weasel, for your $1 donation. Highly appreciate it. So, my friends, welcome. Good to see you here. How are you doing? My simple question is, what you mean God? What do I mean God, or what do I think God is? God is everything. God is the universe. You have a chill soul, my friend. Thank you very much. That is, I appreciate that. He is to me, okay. Oh, so it works. He's morphing into Buddha, and I complete. The God is in me and you. That is correct. How I quit smoking? That's a good question. You just stop smoking and realize the benefits of not smoking. The benefits of not smoking are much better than the benefits of smoking. So please don't smoke. Please don't smoke. What message would you like to give who is starting with just meditation path? Is to go online and search up Sadhguru, this man right here behind me, and subscribe to his channel. Also download the Sadhguru app and follow the meditation techniques along with that. One of the best techniques in the world are on the Sadhguru app. I do not smoke weed. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. I live in Canada, but originally I'm from Ukraine. What is the difference between Shiva and Shankara? I think those are two different names of Shiva. I thought I was going to die yesterday on live stream. Yes, that's why I ended the live stream. It was not serious in hindsight, but it was serious in my experience for sure. My body and my mind was slipping away, and I had to end it so I don't die on camera. Just die in my bed. Bro, I smoked cannabis. Okay. What's your profession? I don't have a profession. I'm a professional by nature. Shiva, are you better today? Yes, absolutely. I'm much better today. I feel normal. Have you been back to Ukraine? No, I haven't been back to Ukraine in many, many years, almost 10 years or more. Have you visited India? Yes, I've visited India twice, and I went recently. Shankara is the human form of the god of Shiva, is basically the omniscient. Okay. What makes you worship Sadhguru? His knowledge and wisdom. Bro, I smoked cannabis and half a bottle of vodka. How can I meditate to the fullest extent? First, you sober up and become sober, then you can start to meditate. How can material and spiritual be at the same time? You're both. Both. Watch Logan Paul interview with Sadhguru. That was pretty good. Every Sadhguru interview is pretty good, except for Logan Paul. That was. Shout out to Logan Paul. I meditate on vodka. Watch Logan Paul interview with Sadhguru. Yeah, Logan Paul was not. Whatever I can say about Logan Paul, but if you want to meditate, you should stay away from psychedelic drugs and all kinds of drugs in the first place. You need to have a sober mind to meditate. That's the best way. Why can't we convert to Hinduism? Why can't one convert? You can convert. There's no problem. If you like Hinduism, go follow the Hindu path. I don't smoke weed, no. I am German. Here it's vodka. Nice. Do you follow the Nut School of Yoga initiated? No, I do not. Hello, I'm from India. Hello, good to see you. Welcome. I'm not sure I would trust someone who clearly cultivates such a careless aesthetic or spiritual advice. The first thing wise people do is set aside their vanities. Certainly. Are you saying that I have vanities? And if so, let me know what vanities you think I have. Yes, worship the Almighty God. That's what it's all about. No, you can only be born in Hinduism. That's true. Hinduism is a land, a geographical land. No false idols, brother, but who is to decide what is a false idol and what is not? Are you the person that decides? You must be of sharp mind to decide that. What message would you tell your younger self? Don't take drugs and keep meditating. I've been meditating and starting to float, bro. That's good. It means it's working. You don't convert to anything, my friend. Be a human, poverty, not an animal. Certainly, certainly. Find human well-being wherever you can, and uh, and strive for excellence. How hot do I like my curry? Hot enough to the temperature wise, I like it warm. Spicy wise, I like it mild spicy, but sometimes spicy is good. In India, they eat everything spicy. Even though it's super hot outside, they still eat spicy. Hey, I'm a Brahmin. Do you worship Jenu, the holy thread? No, I do not. What's your thoughts on Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam? I have good thoughts about the first two. The first time I smoked weed was I converted with reality. Nice. Stay away from LSD. Hello, the COD guy. Welcome. I would like to be God, Vishnu, with 10 arms and step. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. I'm not a fan of the caste system in India. Me neither. Me neither. I think the caste system should be abolished. So, my friends, if you're tuning in live, welcome. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, I pretty much read everything. And let me know what you think. How did you first meet Rob? I met him online on Discord. He joined my Discord call. Had a psychotic breakdown. Now I don't do drugs like LSD and amphetamine. Yeah, that can definitely do it. What was the journey into Hinduism? By watching Sadhguru. Are you married? No, I'm not married. What is the roadmap for the next few years, professionally and spiritually? Just continuing to get better every day and getting wiser, getting stronger, getting healthier, wealthier, lovelier, and happier. Are you going to get Shakti Charna Kriya? Yes, I will in the future. Oh, I thought you two grew up together or something. No, no, no. We did not. So you're in India? No, I'm in Canada right now, but I was in India a few months ago. I abuse caffeine. Shout out to caffeine, one of the most addictive drugs that's just commonly sold everywhere. Caffeine is. Hmm, that is not good. I definitely have to pay attention to that. I forgot to switch my internet to my desktop, and the it disconnects. That is a shame. That is a shame. All right, I think we're back. We are back. Excellent. So I'll make sure to not have that happen ever again. All right. Next question. Have I ever taken ayahuasca? No, I think ayahuasca is dangerous. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. What are your thoughts on celibacy? Are you following the lifestyle? And yes, what has helped you? Yes, I follow celibacy. I am celibate. I've been celibate for approximately 3 years now, with a little bit of a hiccup. And if you want to become celibate and want to know everything about my celibacy journey, you should buy my spiritual course on my website, shivakailash.com. It's only 47 bucks. Okay, so we're here, we're live, my friends. We're answering any and all of your questions. Let me know what you think we have to say. I am taking on new students. If you want to be a student of mine, if you want to learn from me, if you want to talk to me and get guidance from me, book your call on my website, shivakailash.com. What do you do for a living? I breathe air. And can lead to panic attack. Okay. Does Rob have mental health issues? That is for the doctors to discover and to diagnose. That is not for me to diagnose. What are effects of those psychedelics? Not the good effects. Psychedelic drugs, all drugs in the first place, take you away from sobriety. And sobriety is the most powerful thing you have. So don't meddle with your sober mind. Be sober, my friends. Be sober. Yes, I am a white yogi. That is correct. Thank you for your comments, my friends. Thank you for your questions. I'm happy to read whatever you have. Where are you from, bro? I am born in Ukraine, but I live in Canada. So I'm a Ukrainian Canadian. Yes, I can read. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Slava Ukraini. He said yogi is always high. That's true. Sadhguru does say that, but not on any intoxicant or drink, on his own nature. I will not pick up the Bible. It's filled with not knowledge. Orange socks yet? No, I'm waiting for your donation. Bro, burning incense is spiritual. Certainly, it can be. I went to drugs for once, only to see it affect. Is it fine? I mean, hopefully it's a one-time occurrence, but I definitely would say stay away from drugs. Namaste from New Zealand. Wow, welcome. We have someone from New Zealand tuning in. That's a long way away. I've been to New Zealand. Wonderful place. Yes, don't do drugs, my friends. Don't do drugs. So if you have spiritual questions or comments, write them down. We'll be happy to answer them. Well, sir, I'm doing third eye meditation. Show some fast way to achieve it. That's a good question. I think that's something that I like to speak upon. Maybe not in this live stream, but if you want to activate your third eye, don't eat meat and don't shave your hair or beard if you're a man. And you can do a few more things to help you with the third eye activation. And why? That sounds like something ridiculous. Somebody would say, "Oh, what? Not shaving your face or not shaving your head? How is that going to help you with your third eye? How is not eating meat going to help you with your third eye activation or going to help you?" Well, we do things that are illogical and we don't think about it. So when you stop doing things that are illogical, hopefully you start to pay attention to why you're doing that in the first place. And that activates your critical thinking mind, which is essentially things that are going on inside of your head. So it'll work well with your third eye. Do you experience time distortion with deep meditation or in general? Yes. Yes, it's a common occurrence in meditation practices. When you dive deep into meditation, you've been meditating for a long time, you can sit down for 5 minutes and you open your eyes and you realize that 1 hour had passed. But that takes a kind of relaxation and ease with the body. What's your thoughts on a life partner? I think you should get one. I think it's good. Not dressed as an oil sheik this week. No, no, dressed as a yogi. Smoking is toxic, but ancient sages realized it has thought, okay. We have lots of questions coming in, my friends. The best way to ask your question or make a comment is via super chat. Every super chat gets read via text to speech. I meditated for 10 years on LSD. Okay. Yes, I'm back in my family's house. Absolutely. Deep in Nirvana. Welcome. If you're deep in Nirvana, then that's really, really good. We should learn how to do that. So, 100 years. Can you read? Yes, I can read. Okay, my friends. I'm just going to pin this beautiful comment here, and we'll continue to the live stream. Have you achieved mukti? I don't know, but I don't think so. Maybe I've achieved some level of mukti, but maybe not full mukti. Maybe not full mukti. Shiva won over lust. Have I? I have lust in my body. I don't act on it, so in a small sense, I have won against lust. What's the point of this live? It's for you to watch it. I know nothing. Excellent, excellent. That is wise. That is wisdom. Why not Islam, brother? Because it is filled with hatred and delusion, and calls for injuring your fellow human beings, as seen by Muslims' behavior. What makes you, in your opinion, what is your enlightenment? Because you're vegan and the nature of life is predatory. I don't want to pay for animal abuse. Just because the nature of some animals is predatory, not all animals. Most animals are not predators. I don't want to contribute to suffering on the planet. Why? Because I'm conscious and I'm a human being. Is life a trial to be endured? If you feel that way, then I'm very sorry. I hope that you come out of that belief. Life is a wonderful miracle to be enjoyed. Have you done Sadhguru 7-1 program with Isha Yogi? No, I have not. That's called Sadhanapada. I'm Coimbatore. You white person doesn't know about this Kanja guy behind you. Okay. When the human as species is violent, how do you think it will impact the future based on reproduction? I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to Nate Rotten. He's a big fan of mine. Welcome. Shout out to you. Hope you're feeling happy out there. And yes, I'm a white guy. I've been to India. Do I know about the statues behind me? Not sure. My friends, if you want to work with me, if you want to do a one-on-one call with me and get my clarity one-on-one through video calls, you can pay for my services. You can go to my website, shivakailash.com, and book a one-on-one call with me this week. I highly recommend you do so because it has the potential to change your life for the better in all ways. So go do it, shivakailash.com. Yes, Google me and you'll find my website, absolutely. My drinking partner just died, that's sad. If you have questions, send it as a super chat, my friends. We have so many questions piling in. Every question gets read via text to speech. What are your thoughts on the practice of agoris? I think it's not necessary. I think they're quite they're hurting themselves. I just survived explosive diarrhea. Excellent, common chaos. I'm glad you were calm in that chaos. Do you worship an idol? No, I do not worship an idol. Idols are there to remind you and to inspire the qualities that you see in the idol. I don't worship the statue behind me or this picture or anything else, but they're here to work for me. So shout out to me for my level of intelligence. Who have more power, Shiva or Shakti? I don't know. His name is Jaggi Vasudev. Sadhguru, yes. How can they work for you? Because they are an energy machines. The statue, for example, is made in a way that it is a yantra, it's an energetic machine. What you can see is the base. The wooden frame has some technology underneath, spiritual technology. It's a little shape, geometric shapes. And this produces a kind of energy, spiritual energy. It's subtle, but you can feel it. And it creates a nice quality about it. It's a nice statue. So it works for me in that way. Thank you for your question, Nate. The piece of wood material, though. Yes, it is a piece of wood, and this is a piece of blood and flesh. But look at what it turns out into. Fantastic. Where can I get a Shiva idol like that one you got? From Isha Life store, ishalife.com. I keep human Hanuman on my altar. Excellent. So you work with entities. That would not be fair to say. Is Sadhguru really all that? Yes, he is, and I recommend you subscribe to his channel, Sadhguru on YouTube. What's your favorite Street Fighter character? I don't have one. Shiva, if you could only give one piece of advice, what would it be? Be happy, my friend. You are so full of it, it is hilarious. You may get better at grifting as you age. Well, I, I'm not sure if that was a compliment, but I'm not sure what you mean by I'm full of it. Am I full of myself? That's good to be self-potent and potent. Anyways, I don't really know what grifting is, even though people use it, that comment interchangeably with everything. If you actually dedicate your life to spiritual, being high is normal and isolation. Okay. What do you have any tattoos? What do you think on them? I don't like tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, and I would generally say stay away from tattoos. Putting ink underneath your skin is not really sensible to me, and it's also permanent, so not the best. How little sleep can you get by on? I don't know, 6 hours, 5 hours, 4 hours, but having little sleep is not good. Why do you ignore simple questions but will spout on beliefs? Help me understand your side of things. I answer every question. I'm not here to deny any question. Sometimes I just miss them because we have a lot of them. If you want to ask me questions, send a super chat. I will guarantee to read it. In fact, it'll be read via text to speech. You'll hear it out loud via machine. Shiva, how does one deal with deep suffering, severe mental illness, etc.? Watch Sadhguru's videos. That's step number one. Go out in nature. Eat plant-based foods. Stop taking drugs. Get good quality sleep. Learn to meditate. Get better friends. So many other things. Change your lifestyle in a more positive way. Stop wearing black clothing outside. There's one. Don't wear black colored clothing when you go outside in public. Why? Watch Sadhguru's explanation on YouTube. Sadhguru. 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 Why the monk get up? Because I like it. You take on Islam was unfair. Okay, well, what Muslims do to people is unfair. We are 100% responsible for the way life happens to us. We have 100% control over ourselves and the way we want. And yes, that's true. How can I sleep and find it extremely hard to go to bed when I put my phone down? Don't watch your phone before you go to sleep. The blue filter on your phone makes you wide awake. So buy blue light glasses or don't go on your phone before you sleep. Thank you very much. Thank you for your compliment. Sending you the love and positive waves from England. I appreciate it. Thank you. I can feel it all the way from over here. Do you visit old Shiva temples in India? Yes, I visited a few old temples. Like when monks meditate. Okay. Do you remember any part of your past lives? Yes, I do. In fact, I remember my previous life, what I believe to be a past life, as a Buddhist monk in Thailand. What's the highest honor? To gain full liberation. When should one start with Sadhguru? Today, right now. In fact, pause this video, end this live stream, go to YouTube, type in Sadhguru, subscribe, and watch all of his videos. Then you can come back. I certainly should criticize people based on their actions. That is what the book calls for. It calls for violence on others. What's your take on Eckhart Tolle? I like him a lot. He's helped me massively in my beginning journey. So I highly recommend Eckhart Tolle. What do you want future? I want everything. Do you know Osho? Not personally, I know of him. How do you differentiate past life and imagination? That is for you to decide. What is imagination? What is memory? Thank you, thank you. The ultimate goal is not heaven. That is incorrect. Do you know Osho? He's father of Sadhguru. That is untrue. If you have questions, my friends, send it as a super chat. We will be sure to read it as we get many comments and questions here. Also, your comment, if you send it as a super chat via the link, will be read as a text to speech. So everybody in this live stream, the 63 people that are here, will hear your message out loud by an AI robot. It'll be great. Sadhguru, you should start on Sadhguru by going on YouTube. If the Quran never calls for violence, then why do so many Muslims kill people and stone people and cause crimes against humanity and on women? And the Muslim countries are the most dangerous places in the world. Stop lying to yourself and to others. What are your hobbies? To do live streams? That's one hobby. Play chess? Have you heard of the spiritual heart? No, I have not. If you have questions, my friends, please ask them down below. Shout out to the Buddha. Do you visit already realized beings? There are tons of them. Yes, there are. What brought you to this path? Suffering brought me to this path. Feeling of unsatisfactoriness brought me to this path. And wanting to change my life circumstances and become liberated from my mind led me to this path. What is the ultimate goal of life? Is there even one? To become liberated. I don't ignore comments. Usually, I do ignore comments if it's just spam. But sometimes I may not read it because there's too many questions. Any plans to reincarnate like Sadhguru? No. Why do you ignore my simple question? Okay. Life is a yep. Hi, my name is Dixon. All right. Can you shout me out, please? It's my birthday. If you send a super chat with your name, then the AI robot will shout you out. I think you should do that. How do you think you've evolved from this time a year ago? I've evolved massively. I can see it in the videos that I've made. What was the catalyst that caused your journey along the path of mysticism? Watching Sadhguru's videos and coming in contact with Sadhguru in Toronto, 2019. I'm not here to protest against people's beliefs. People's beliefs, they can believe whatever they want. What I am here to protest is people's immorality and their bad actions and their crimes against others. If somebody is causing crimes and hurting and killing others, then I'm certainly going to protest against that. Yes, I'm reading your chat, Hockey Beast. Is it immoral to kill animals for food? Yes, it is immoral if you are not in a survival situation. Do I ever protest with Greta? No, I do not. When you're getting the ticket to enlightenment and requirement to a nice costume of the Buddha. Yes, shout out to the Buddha. You spewing Islamic hate while you know nothing. Stop lying. Do you know who else spews Islamic hate? Muslims. When they do crimes against human beings.
At Raging Punk 2004 donated 10 Canadian dollars through Super Chat. Hey Shiva, what did Sadhguru's energy feel like when you saw him? Thanks.
Thank you. As you can see, my friends, every single super chat gets read out loud via text to speech. So, what did Sadhguru's energy feel like when you saw him? I saw Sadhguru in 2019 in Toronto. It came. I signed up for his program. I could see his inner body and his energy, his nadis. He was perfectly symmetrical. There was no imbalance between him. And also, his energy felt like the picture of his profile picture on YouTube of him with his orange turban and kind of looking on the side and having a cloth on the side. So if however it feels to you, that's what it felt like. And I then also knew that he's enlightened, and I was very very happy to finally come in contact with an enlightened being. So it felt very very nice. It felt like an authority, and it felt like a coming home and like a father energy. So thank you very much for your question. Thank you for your super chat. Every single super chat gets read out loud via text to speech, and I will answer it to the best of my ability. So, Raging Punk, I would recommend you make an intention at least to visit the Isha Yoga Center or to see Sadhguru somehow, some way. And I hope that happens for you. I really do. Shout out to Sadhguru, one of the wisest masters on earth. Are you a Reiki master? No, I would not consider myself a Reiki master. I'll do my best for that for sure. Excellent. All we can do is set our intentions. And if life carries us there, then wonderful. Trump should not annex Canada, and Canada should be an autonomous state, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Uh, if you go to India and clean the rivers and help make locals help you respect, okay, excellent. Maybe I will do that. What do you think about Gnosticism? I've heard that term before, but I forgot what it means. Maybe you can refresh my memory. A cup of tea on an empty stomach, okay? I agree with Death Straw, just subject to emotion. Okay. I bet you, Shiva, you can speak for Canadians that they don't want to become Americans. Okay. Then why do you kill every mole, rat, mouse, and bug that enters your tofu fields? I don't personally, but if the farmer does do that, then he should stop. There's better alternatives to protecting your crops than killing animals. That's not wise. Also, if you must know, the majority of the tofu or the soybeans that are grown on Earth go towards the animals that they eat. They eat. So you cause way more death than I do, even though we both, you know, yep. So you cause way more plant death and insect death and rat deaths. So you should really get out of that. You should become vegan. I help humans right now via this live stream. I'm answering your questions, and it may not be such a big thing, but one sentence of truth and one level of clarity can change somebody's life forever. Can change the direction of their life forever. Yeah, clean water is important. If you're living in India, if that's important to you, then you should definitely do that. All rivers are sacred. I agree. Where do you get your morals and what makes them objective? Well, I get my morals through my humanity, first and foremost. But there's a good training rules that you can take up, like, for example, the Buddha's five moral precepts of not to kill living beings, not to steal, not to lie, not to misuse your sexuality, and not to intoxicate your mind. These are the five moral precepts. If you take on, you will live a very happy life, and you will not be a problem to anybody else. Secret to happiness: meditation, morality. Those who keeps getting, yeah, do a live stream with Rob. That's in the future. It's gonna happen. So, do you think Sadhguru is a person in the way more than energy purification and seeing him in video practicing stuff? I'm not sure what you mean. We have lots of questions, my friends, so bear with me. How about the shipping of your avocado by plane? About yeah, I mean that's also true. There's destruction in the environment by shipping, so we have to be mindful and conscious of how we eat and changing our diets in a way that reflects more natural and sustainable ways, like eating locally. But for sure, what we should not do is pay for animals to be exploited and killed for our behalf for just because we like the taste. That is um, that is not wise. Gnostic Christians are more people who believe in like not going to Bible. Okay. Would you consider yourself a friend of Dr. Rob? Certainly. I have ADHD. I can't meditate. That is precisely why you have to meditate. That is an excuse. You certainly can meditate. People with ADHD, well, first of all, ADHD is just a made up thing. If you have lots of energy, good. Your meditation should work much better. No, Soul Matrix, that is not a kind thing to say. So animals are sentient, they have their own lives. We should not kill them and exploit them for food. And also, you don't know. You don't know. You're lost and confused yourself. You think that animals are just as lost and confused, if not more, than yourself. They are conscious. We have to act responsibly and, most importantly, consciously. Do you know personally if Dr. Rob, an actual doctor? No, he's not. If you have ADHD and can meditate, I suggest Tai Chi, slow movement, and stuff. Yes. Happy weekend, Shiva. Hello. Thank you. Happy weekend to you too. Do you visit the Himalayas? I have. ADHD is not made up but self inflicted, just as developing a shortening of attention span by watching a short form content. Yes, certainly. You definitely need to meditate if you have ADHD. What's your biggest learning from Sadhguru? There's not just one biggest. That's hard to decide, but I'm responsible for my inner experience. That is certainly one of them. You can look the part, however, all word salad, don't think, feel, look, and so. Okay, thank you. Sadhguru destroys your BS. That is correct. Sadhguru destroys your ignorance. I have really bad ADHD as well as a kid. If you have lots of energy, that's a positive thing. Don't say it's bad. Aside from your spiritual joy and discernment, what brings you joy? What brings me joy? Joy brings me joy. I bring myself joy. If I want to feel joyful, I can just make myself feel joyful right now. Om Namah Shivaya. Is you had mystical experiences? I've had many mystical experiences. Why do you think aliens don't just destroy us? Because they don't think like an ants? I'm not sure. Because aliens are probably kind and conscious. They don't treat us like we do animals. We just kill animals. But if aliens are at any all evolved in us, then they are evolved in all ways, not just intelligent wise, empathy wise, consciousness wise. So they see us as a life form. And they don't want to exploit us or kill us like we do animals. Well, I don't personally, but some people do. I think Sadhguru could give anyone demons. Okay. I learned to never expect anything from life. That's good. How many chakras do you have you unlocked? I have no idea. Style your mustache. I have. Thank you for the 90 likes, by the way. This live stream is at 90 likes. Can we get it to 108? Sadhguru can definitely some and all demons, but never would. Okay. Any desires to scale your YouTube? Yes, I'm scaling my YouTube right now. If you got demons from Sadhguru, you need to visit a psychiatric hospital. What's your interest outside of your spiritual journey? I have no interests outside of my spiritual journey. My entire life is my spiritual journey. Style your beard? I don't want to style my beard. I've styled my beard just the way that I like. And please stop spamming. What do you think about Iran's morality police? I think that is the result of the Islamic regime and the crimes that go against in Muslim countries. So they need to be stopped, and the people need to revolt against that. More consciousness is needed in those countries. I just released my demons from the bowels of hell. Excellent. Hopefully, you're not eating animals and you have animals in your bowels. Your spiritual opinion on Trump? I think he's a bozo, largely. At least now, having seen what he's doing and how he's acting. How to grow beard. Stop cutting beard. Step number one. You have a great heart, Shiva, dealing with so many crazy people saying such weird stuff, and you have such compassion for them, trying to still help them trashing them around stupidity. Thank you very much. Do you have mods to stop spamming or people who are verbally abusing? Yes, I do. And they're somewhere. Maybe they're watching in the background. How long do you meditate at a time? All the time, constantly, every day. Um, what would you do if you got drafted? I would say no, thank you, and I would go to prison unless it was for a cause that I feel justified. Like if the Muslims decided to invade Canada, or Iran decided to invade Canada. If there's an invasion, I'm certainly going to defend my nation. But if my politicians say, hey, time to go to Iran, I don't think so, buddy. I'd rather just chill in jail and meditate. Can Donald Trump make America great again? America was never great. Well, maybe at some time it was great. But when was it great? Like great in the time of the Great Depression, or great in the time of World War II, or great when black people were being whipped and exploited, or great when women had basically no rights, or great when it's becoming greater. Yeah, shout out to America. What did you want to be when you were a child? I wanted to be a police officer, carry a gun, and protect the victims of the world. Give tips to control your mind. There's no need to control your mind, just as there is no need to control your heartbeat or your lungs. Just leave your mind alone and let it do what it wants to do. Liberate your mind, relax your mind. Your opinion on Vipassana, I think it's excellent. I think that everyone here needs to go to a 10-day Vipassana retreat. If you comment one more time, Kailash, I'm going to time you out for spamming useless messages. Okay. See you later, Kailash. You're the first person to get timed out from this YouTube channel. 30 minutes. That's a long time. So you can watch, but you can't comment. Why do you have that killer Dongshing Suchu Sadguru frame on the wall? Oh, there's a person that believes what tabloids say. I have Sadhguru's picture on my wall because he's a wise man. He's transformed millions, actually billions of people's lives for a positive. And he is someone that I look up to. I'm 87 years old and I've been watching you for 2 minutes now. It's hilarious to see a toddler that could be my grandson pretending to be some kind of guru. Carry on, son. You carry on as well. See you later in the cosmic terms. Goodbye. I apologize for that. That's my senior there. And I'm sorry that you're 87 years old and you haven't gained any wisdom. That is one of the biggest tragedies of life. Apologies, my friend. You know what he did in his early age? You don't know what he did in his early age. You just believe the tabloids. AI revolution makes spirituality boom. Okay. Yes. Some of these people commenting are beyond disrespect. Agreed, agreed. Wim Hof or Sadhguru? Sadhguru. He ran from responsibilities of marriage, killed his wife to free himself from it. If that's true, then he belongs in jail, but the police investigated. There are witnesses, 20 witnesses. So unless he's some super crime master, um, that's not true. That's not true. So I'm new here. I used to listen to some Sadhguru. One of the things he said, I've never forgotten. It was not to the body, but not our mind. He's right about that. We are not our body and we're not our mind. That's correct. That guy was 87. If he was, he's going to the clown of hell. Have you experienced Kundalini Shakti awakening within? Yes, I have. Shout out to that old guy. Hope he's doing well and hope he's living a good life. What else to say? Bodybuilding? No bodybuilding. Mind building. Rob is really disrespectful and not a gentleman. Who knows how he treats in private? We don't know. 87-year-old scolding on YouTube and commenting hate. I refuse to believe that. Yeah, shout out to him if he's still watching this. 87 is a long time. Wow, impressive. Eckhart Tolle or Sadhguru is a spiritual battle. Like, Sadhguru would crush any spiritual person on earth. Sadhguru is a master of our time. It's better you follow Neem Karoli Baba. Neem Karoli Baba was also a wise man, but too bad he's dead. Sadhguru is not dead. If you experience any spiritual psychosis during Kundalini, yes, I did also. That's not fun. Bro, what made you follow Hinduism? Sadhguru made me follow Hinduism. That's why I know Hinduism in the first place. I hope to live until 87. Yeah, me too. I've been watching you now, you on and off for a little bit, and I don't know what you believe. You should do better on that end. Dr. Rob is too pretentious in that he always says he's a monk for 8 years. Yes, certainly. Do better, Soul Matrix says. You do better. You raise up your mind so that you can understand me. Actually, Osho is multidimensional as Sadhguru. That's not true. Has Sadhguru many female groupies? No, Sadhguru, I don't think. I think has not dealt with women after his wife passed away. If everyone took a vow of silence for 3 months, negative reaction would settle. Carry, yes, silence is extremely valuable in the spiritual path. I have heard about Mahakali, yes. Islam saved you. Oh my God. There's a story. Saved you from what? Now try to leave Islam and see what the Muslims will do to you. Let's see how saved you are then. Somebody here is saying, see the demonic idol they worship? How can you be so dumb? Shout out to Muslims for circling around a square block and worshipping a rock. Those those idol worshippers. Those evil idol worshippers, right guys? No. Have some sense. I'm not worshipping any of these idols. They are statues. It's a metal. I don't worship metal. Do you believe Jesus was a real person? Yes. You reject idolatry? Good job. Yeah, if anybody thinks Islam is peaceful, they should move to Islam country, like Iran, for example, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan. Those are very peaceful nations. Look at all the peace. The results speak for themselves, my friends. The results speak for themselves. No, I don't know the symbol for that. What's your principle of Islam? It's I'm uneducated on Islam. Well, just look at the results of Muslims and what they do to people. That should tell you enough about what that religion is. Not all Muslim people are hurting people, but a lot of them are for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's something to do with the book and the religion. Look into the Quran, my brother. I have. That's why I'm speaking this way. Go to a mosque, see the peace. Yeah, let's see the peace in Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran and Pakistan and some of the peace that even here in some of the Muslim nations or the Muslim people. Very peace, very peace. Do you know why Muslims talk about peace so much? It's the most peaceful, peace be upon him, the Prophet Muhammad, peace, 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 is because they are not peaceful. That's why. Because peace is the highest thing in the world to them, because they're not peaceful. They're whatever. So when you are starving, food is God. Oh, may food be upon you. May you have lots of food because you're starving. When you're completely agitated and your mind is causing you suffering, you're causing violence all over the place all the time, like in some nations, then peace becomes the most important thing. Oh, peace. Oh, I love peace. Oh, it's so peaceful. Yeah, peace is like step one. Peace is not even a big deal. Anyways, shout out to the Muslim countries. How many Muslim countries are there? That's a good question. Somebody should ask that to ChatGPT. In fact, I will. ChatGPT, how many Muslim countries are there? About 50 countries are Muslim. Wow, there's countries in Africa as well that are Muslim, and let's look at the results that they have, how much peace they have there. List all of them. List all the Muslim countries. Algeria, Bahrain, Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Morocco, Oman, Palestine, Qatar, Saudi Arabia. That is pretty much the only country that I would want to go to, Saudi Arabia. Syria, Tusina, United States of Emirates, that's also a pretty good one. Yemen, and then there's tons of other ones that are Afghanistan, Algeria, Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is also pretty good. Albania, that's also pretty good. So have you noticed that literally almost every single country that I've mentioned, like 90, 95% of the countries that I've mentioned, it's like war, bombing, war crimes, human rights violations, lack of rights, do not travel, travel advisory. All the peace, man, the peace. Where's all the peace? Nigeria, Mali, Guinea, Guinea. But I'm sorry, guys. This is ignorant. Yeah, just reading out from a. I don't hate them. No, I wish happiness upon everybody. People need to strive to be better, to be happier. I like to Egypt. I want to go there one day. You like Egypt for the pyramids. I've been to Egypt. Okay, you trust me. Egypt is also a Muslim nation. It's nice. But let's just say you're not going to be feeling very happy going out in public every day and just yeah, I didn't feel safe there. That's my personal experience. And everything that I'm saying, my friends, is allegedly, and my opinion. It's just allegedly. I don't know, just to keep myself safe. All right. So shout out to you. Hope you find truth one day, brother. I hope you too, my friend. Crappy Clash. I hope you find truth one day too. Yes, the pyramids is. I went to the pyramids, so Jesus was also a messenger of Allah. Ah, there we go. This guy must be a Muslim. What about the Buddha? Was the Buddha a messenger of Muslim or Allah? Maybe if you say it a lot of times, then it makes it true. So maybe if you say it many times, it'll really solidify the truth. It'll make it true. Was the Buddha a messenger of Allah? What about Shiva, the first yogi? Was he also a messenger of Allah? I was born a Christian. Go to the Hangers River. I will not. Thoughts on Babaji? My thoughts are good. Brother, I don't fully agree with you. You are saying that Muslim people have issues, peace, and stuff. I'm Hindu, and I feel there are bad apples everywhere. Even in Hinduism, there are some. That's true. That is absolutely true. Just because somebody follows a religion doesn't mean that they're bad. Absolutely not. But for some reason, and this is statistics, okay, this is not me, uh, the majority of the terrorist attacks committed on Earth are done by a certain group. And you know who. In fact, if you take all the other religions combined, this one religion does more terrorist attacks than every religion combined. There are bad apples everywhere, you say, huh? It seems like there may be a little bit more. That means the eye. Yeah, just read the Quran. It all makes sense. Yeah, buddy. Where do you think these ideas come from? Why do you think people do crimes against others? Because they do exactly that. And I have read some of the things in there. Anyways, so this is my opinion. This is all allegedly, and my entire message as it relates to everything that I'm saying on this live stream is be happy, be peaceful, be kind to one another. Um, I'm not here preaching hatred towards anybody or any kind of discrimination. Absolutely not. Never. We should all strive as human beings to uplift each other, to become better, and not drag each other down. Thank Allah I'm not Muslim. Exactly. This person gets it. This person gets it. If you're a peaceful and happy Muslim out there, welcome. Shout out to you. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that, be well. Muslims are good people. There's over 2 billion Muslims in the world, and the majority of them are happy beings and living out their lives. I know some Muslim friends. Do I know any Muslim friends? Yeah, I do. I met someone in Egypt, very nice guy. I would invite him to dinner. But if we started talking and I started getting to know his beliefs, like, oh, we should, discriminate against the non-believers and we should treat women in a certain way, then I would say, oh, okay, buddy, you're getting a little bit out of hand. I don't think so. Where'd you get all these crazy ideas? Well, I read the Quran. It's very peaceful. Oh, okay. It makes sense. So Afghanistan, Syria, these are all Muslim countries. Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Somalia, Sudan, Iraq, Pakistan, Nigeria, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, Libya, Iran, Lebanon, Mozambique, Guinea, something, Sierra Leone, and Uganda. Those are like, I think, nice travel destinations for vacation. Anyways, my friends, be happy, be peaceful, and let's not strive and struggle with one another. Let's not fight each other. Let's all grow, and let's not all be clinging on to our ideas. Oh, I'm a Muslim. Oh, I'm a Buddhist. Oh, I'm a thing. I'm a human being, just like you. I don't want pain. Do you want pain? No. So why cause pain to anybody else? Have you noticed anything about the countries that I just listed? Why are Muslim countries so many in the world? Yeah, well, because they reproduce a lot. Our Muslims have a lot of babies. Yes, Madishin, just because you're commenting doesn't mean it's true. Just because you're spamming something doesn't mean it's right. Okay? And there's a lot of Christian countries in the world. You want me to list the Christian countries and see if you want to travel there? What are your thoughts on Upanishads? I think it's good. So I am preaching about inclusivity and being inclusive. And we're all human beings, right? We're all one species. So we should look after one another and not discriminate and not hate each other and not cause crimes and violence against each other. What the hell? What are your thoughts on America? Well, look at the condition of America. America has problems as well, but America is primarily a Christian nation. It's a Christian nation. And look at the results. I can definitely look up some Christian nations. A list, top 20 Christian nations. United States, Brazil, Mexico, Philippines, Niger. Oh, Nigeria. I didn't know Nigeria was or half Christian. Okay, Russia, Democratic of Congo, Ethiopia, Germany, Italy, France, United Kingdom, Colombia, Spain, Nigeria, Argentina, Poland, Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, Ukraine. So some of those countries are a little bit like, what? But most of those countries are okay, nice. I want to go there. Yeah, just read the Quran and listen, bro. Yeah, that's what everybody's doing. I agree. I agree. Okay. Islam is, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, and this is allegedly, Islam, from what I've seen with my own eyes, my personal opinion, is a religion of conquest. It's a organization of conquest. It's a conquering type of energy. How do I know this? Well, I've been to Egypt. I could feel the energy. I could feel the vibes. Oh, this is what it's like. It's a conquesting. It's a kind of acquiring territory. So this primarily speaks to men a lot of the times because men have this understanding. And this is what the vibes is. This is what the vibes are. And Islam is great, unless you're a woman for some reason. Just look at some of the Muslim countries and look at the women that are there. So I believe that everybody should have equal rights and equal opportunities, no matter what gender you are, what religion you are, what anything you are. You should be happy and be peaceful. So again, my friends, let's read this list, okay? Let's read some nice countries. Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, Somalia, Sudan, Iraq, Pakistan, Nigeria, Mali, Niger, Cameroon, Chad, Libya, Iran, Lebanon, Mozambique, Sierra Leone, and Uganda. But if I read the Quran, things will change. Maybe if I think I'll read the Quran. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Are you vegan? Yes, I am vegan. I worship God in silver. Excellent. Islam says love energy, every human being. If Islam says that, then go talk to the Muslims about that, please, quickly. Uh, okay, it doesn't seem to say that because lots of people that follow Islam do crimes against humanity. So please don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm not doing that. Go tell your fellow brothers and sisters. How do I become more enlightened? Follow Sadhguru. Follow Sadhguru. And my friends, you can see Islam is a religion of conquest. You see this man here? He's expanding his territory. This is what is this is the energy. This is the vibe of that organization. So we should all be happy. This is allegedly as well. It's my opinion, and I could be wrong about anything. And I'm not. All I'm advocating for is for everybody to be peaceful and happy. If we could all be peaceful and happy as human beings, regardless of race, religion, caste, creed, gender, ethnicity, sexual orientation, age, anything, that's what we should do. Regardless of anything, we should just treat each other kindly and be happy. Do you use plastic? Unfortunately, it's unavoidable. I wish I didn't have to use plastic. Islam is a political system, maybe. You're being very ignorant, Shiva, and you're not spreading peace or happiness. You are judging. Well, shout out to me for having basic mental skills of discernment. Yeah, I have discernment. Big deal. Islam says love everyone. All right. I'm sure. Please tell the people that are following Islam and tell them not to hurt each other and hurt others. Don't tell me I'm not hurting anybody. Are you Jewish? No, I'm not. And yeah, I'm not interested in her huge rod. I'm not interested. So please find your whatever you're looking for somewhere else. America's falling apart. I wish I could leave, but they took my passport. Wow, that's terrible. Why did they take your passport? Can I hear your opinion on the fighting system? I don't really have an opinion on that. I don't know what that is. Here's here's peace. Here's what every Muslim should listen to. Shiva, tell ChatGPT what you think about Islam. I maybe for a super chat I will. It's hilarious and Christians are waiting for Jesus' second coming when they become my master disciple. Let me just turn this down a little bit. Love one another as I have loved you. Gospel of John. That's a nice one. I betrayed Jesus. I will ask you again. America did Hiroshima and Nagasaki attack the deadliest attack ever in humanity throughout the. That is 100% correct. I was recently thinking about this, the crimes against humanity by the United States that seems to go unnoticed. Oh, United States, they have all the wealth, they have all the whatever. They're Hollywood and they're making movies. Yeah, buddy. They nuked an entire country, an entire city of civilians. That is maybe the worst crime against any country ever. Or one of the most. I mean, it's definitely up there. What the actual fuck? And it's just like, just scoop it under the rug. No big deal. That should be something that every American just thinks about constantly, all the time. The first blast wave of the nuclear bomb going off in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, instant vaporization, gone. They had it the best because they're just, well, relatively speaking, instant disappearance of life. And then on the outskirts, people were losing their limbs, people are going blind, losing their hearing, skin burnt off, their eyeballs melting, and just walking around, not really knowing what happened. America, America, let's make America great again, guys. Yeah, guys, let's. America was great once, right, guys? No. Shout out to America and their crimes against humanity, and still happening. Still, somebody should take responsibility for that. What is the best spiritual advice you would give to someone? Go watch Sadhguru's videos. That's Pretty much as good as it gets. Go watch Sadhguru's videos. Go meet Sadhguru. Go spend time in his ashram. Go to Kailash. Go involve yourself with this. It's fantastic. You need a really good rare steak with saute. No, I do not. I don't pay for animal abuse. I don't know about you, but I also don't eat corpses.
At Kianan War 5943 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. My boy, red heart emoji.
Thank you very much. Kian War. I hope you appreciated the little YouTube short I made of your donation. That was very funny. And thank you for your super chat. As you can see, my friends, every single super chat gets read via text to speech. So send your questions, send your comments. Hara Hara Mahadeva, yes. Sadhguru didn't say that huge rod. Stop lying through your teeth. I pay for you to have a positive, loving day. Thank you very much. I pray for you for that as well. I think Rob and Shiva create a controversial environment as well as on streaming. Rob and Shiva are going to be back on, my friends, very soon. We're going to be doing live streams once again. Once I get my new phone, that's coming up very, very soon. Let me know if the audio, the music is too loud or too quiet. Let me know your experiences. When did you follow the path of Sadhguru? In 2019, when he came to Toronto and initiated me. It was fantastic. When is your mom going to be on your live stream? So in approximately, well, this month. This month. Hopefully, if she doesn't change her mind. That would not be good. 7 Jews got away with that. With what? Jnanalinga or the Samadhi spot of Sri Brahma, which is more powerful? The Jnanalinga. Well, both are very powerful. That's a good question. I would definitely choose the Jnanalinga because that has much more potential for long lasting and you can sit there for a long time. The Sadhguru Sri Brahma spot, you have to go up to the mountain. It's not convenient and you have to go back down. But it's also extremely powerful. Bro, you'll never get a new phone. Rob will never is coming back. That's not true. How long your life changed after that? Massively. I mean, you can see it here. Bro, on YouTube, are hating Shiva and Indian me, please.
At Soul Matrix 661 donated $1.99 through Super Chat. What's your main advice for your followers?
Well, my main advice is to follow Sadhguru because that, whatever value and whatever positive traits and qualities you see in me is directly as a result of Sadhguru. I still have some, hatred and anger in my heart, and I'm resolving that, but largely the beneficial effects that I've had is directly resulted from the Buddha, number one, and Sadhguru, number two. So definitely go watch Sadhguru's videos. And next, go vegan, because that is something that's very important for the animals' lives. And the crimes against animals need to stop. The Holocaust against animals needs to stop. So thank you very much for your super chat, by the way. Thank you for your donation. And if you want to send your donation via question or comment, please send it via the link down below or via YouTube donation option. And every single donation gets read via text to speech. So thank you very much. And your donations go towards a good cause. I'm going to gift my mom this money for her to do a live stream with me. Have you always been vegan? If not, have you seek forgiven for the death of it? Yes, absolutely. I cried a lot when I first went vegan, realized how much harm I've done, and still there is pain in my heart from all the animals I've eaten. So yes, my friends, we need to forgive ourselves for the crimes we've done towards animals, and we should not abuse animals. Yes, veganism, definitely go vegan. Why don't you cry for the plants? Because the plants don't have a brain or central nervous system or feelings or emotions or thoughts. They respond with chemistry, certainly. They respond when they get cut chemically, but they don't experience pain like a mammal does. So maybe it's time for you to go back to elementary school and learn the basics of difference between plants and animals. Yes, exactly. Eating a plant-based burger, no harm caused. Nobody had to get stabbed in the neck. How do you know? Because I'm not stupid, huge rod. You want forgiveness for the animals you killed. First thing you say, sorry for the second thing. Thank God for forgiveness. Yes. Mock meat is a good alternative. I agree. Fruits, nuts, seeds, fruits, grains, legumes, all the good stuff. Fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grains, legumes. Hello, Amy Fox. Good to see you. Shout out to my members. Become a member today, my friends. Become a member today. Plants can actually feel pain. No, they cannot. They respond through chemistry. Tell that to the trees, tree fairies. Okay. Plants can actually feel pain. No, they can't. Everybody also unconditional. Okay. I'm sure trees cry when they are cut down. They have a chemical response, but they don't have a brain or central nervous system. They have no way of receiving pain. Just look at the biology. We have a central nervous system. We have a brain. We have a brain that is capable of receiving pain. That's why we feel pain. But a tree does not have that. Doesn't mean you should just go and cut down trees because who cares? No, plants are also a life, and we should be um, caring about life. And so be respectful towards what you eat. I eat plants. I'm thankful for the plants that are alive, and I eat the plant that is alive, and life goes into me. When you go kill a cow and you take its corpse, you eat a corpse, and you become more dead inside. So that's the difference. Have you ever tried sun gazing? Yes, sun gazing is excellent. It's awesome. Plant killer? Okay, that's better than an animal abuser. Way better. If you have a question, my friends, I've been live streaming for more than an hour. Feel free to send it as a super chat. It gets read via text to speech, and it is the best way to get my attention because there's lots of comments coming in. Eat fruits? Absolutely. I'm not Jewish. Sun gazing is awesome. Yeah, if you have a comment also, if you want something to share with the community, send a super chat as well. It gets read via text to speech, and people will be able to hear your message. Hello, I'm Harry. Welcome. Go outside, therefore take vitamin and place in the sun. Yep. Namaskarawana. How is your practice going? It's going good. I'm happy and healthy, wise and compassionate. What is para shakti? I don't know. Please tell me what that is. Why does orgasms makes me sleepy? Because you lose a lot of energy. That's why you need to not do that. Vitamin D doesn't replace sunlight. Agreed. Agreed. The Wiccans and Druids believe that plants communicate and show some sort of consciousness. Plants do communicate via chemistry, but again, they lack the instruments to feel pain. Therefore, it's not immoral to cut a plant down to eat for actual survival, in the same way that it's immoral to cut a cow open and eat it, unless it's for your survival. So, eating meat is immoral, and shame on you if you eat meat and pay for animal abuse. That is bad. That is bad. Are you celibate as of right now? Yes, I am celibate. I've been celibate for a long time. If you want to learn all the things that I have to share about celibacy, visit my website, shivakailash.com, and buy my spiritual course. Just because a billion people or more do something that's wrong and evil doesn't mean that it's right. So, doing things that are right are right. Not doing things that are popular are right. I hope you can understand that. I have a hoarding disorder. I'm a drowner, so I take over boxes I carry back. Just please guide me. So, if you're a hoarder, what should you do? Go on YouTube. Step one. And I hope you do this because why else would you ask me a question and then don't follow the advice? Maybe the advice won't work. Then, well, it doesn't work. So try something else. But let's see it. Experiment. Go on YouTube. Step number one. That's easy, right? You're already on YouTube. Step number two. Type in Sadhguru, Sadhguru, and first of all, subscribe. But that's not the advice. Subscribe to Sadhguru's channel. Type in Sadhguru Om Namah Shivaya mantra. Reprise. You can um, rewind this. You can do it now. Om spelled A-U-M. Om Nama Shivaya. Reprise mantra. It's a mantra. Sadhguru Om Namah Shivaya mantra. Reprise. 1 hour version. Okay? And I will play you what it sounds like. Well, I'm not going to play with you what it sounds like. You have to Google it yourself. So then listen to this mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. And if you listen to it for maybe 2 hours straight, consciously listen to it. I don't mean just like play in the background. Just sit consciously for 2 hours. I can pretty much guarantee you things will change. Things will definitely change. So there you go. You're welcome. What do you think about collecting Pokemon cards? Do it. It's cool. Does Shambho translate to? No, it doesn't. Style your beard. Okay, this guy's back. Looks like I'm gonna have to ban him again if he continues spamming. Just listen without chanting. You can chant as well if you want to chant it. That will definitely have more of a powerful impact. So that is a good thing that you brought that up. So chant the mantra as well. Om Namah Shivaya. Things will change very powerfully in your life. Can we meditate at night? Yes, you can meditate at any time. You could theoretically always meditate. Pokemon is a crazy thing people do. They will fight over those cards. Yeah. Kama Sutra is something to. Okay. I'm feeling quite cold. Shout out to Canada. Yes, I agree, Ovu, except it doesn't mean be in the moment because you can't be anywhere else but the moment. So it's kind of an oxymoron to say that. Where are you located now? In Canada, in Ontario. How can I tell if that's a very strong mantra? I'm telling you right now it's a very strong mantra. Not sure if you knew that. All right. Oh, you can tell it's a very strong mantra. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Is reincarnation endless? How to escape? What is the end point? Who knows? The way to escape is to follow Sadhguru's teachings. Simplest way. I'm in Ontario as well. Shout out to you, Amy Fox. Shout out to Ontario. Canada's lucky to have you. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your kind compliment. If you have a sign onto your third eye, your whole system will focus automatically and be with warm and blinding wonderful light. Yes. So that's why we all need sunlight and look at the sun directly. But gently, gently. Have you visited Isha Yoga Center in India? Yes, I have. It's a wonderful place. It's amazing. What do you know about Hinduism? I know some things. Everything I know about Hinduism pretty much comes from Sadhguru. I will say Dr. Rob is more entertaining, but you are more engaging. Thank you very much, Soul Matrix. We're going to be doing live streams with Dr. Rob very soon. I hope. Is my third eye and my brown eye the same thing? No. Dr. Rob is more entertaining for obvious reasons. Yes, certainly. Crackheads are always entertaining. Yeah. So that's it, my friends. That's the end of this show. I'll still continue for another, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes, maybe more. If you have questions, send them over. If you have super chats, that's very appreciated. And we're going to change up the energy of this live stream just a little bit. Are you a coffee supporter? No, I don't support coffee. Coffee is, well, if you want to cook some coffee in your house every once in a while and drink some coffee, no problem. But don't go to Starbucks and drink coffee. It's overpriced, filled with plastic, filled with poison, and not good. Chant mantra, everything is vibrating. Mantra is powerful, good vibration, yes. Jesus Christ, coffee is bad now too. Shout out to Huge Rod for learning the basics of life on this live stream for the first time. Yes, coffee is a nervous stimulant. And you can take a nervous stimulant once in a while to stimulate your nervous system to become more energetic if you need that. It's like an emergency or something. But every day stimulating your nervous system is going to lead to trouble. So don't do that. You're asking for trouble if you drink coffee every day. If you feel powerless, you need to meditate, my friend. Absolutely. Why did you become Hindu? Or just believe in Hindu values or the supernatural aspects? I became Hindu because of Sadhguru, because I saw how wonderfully it worked and the wonderful results you get from following the Hindu science of life. It's not a dogma, it's not a belief, it's a science of living. Science, meaning it can be repeatable. Only true way to escape suffering is to meditate. I'm sorry if I skipped the main point of your question. Please re-explain it. So, my friends, if you have large super chats or donations to give, now is the time to do that. If you appreciate my work and if you want to say thank you, it's the best way to do that because I like money and I need money to survive and to live. So, the best way to do that again is to click the link right here. This is 100% of the funds go towards me. 100% of your donation goes towards me. If you send a super chat, it's good for getting your message across or asking a question, but 30% goes to YouTube. So if you want to send me a donation, click the link. You can send a message. It'll also write a text to speech message in the live stream, and I will use that money for food. So I've exchanged some time and energy with you. Hopefully this has been valuable to you, and you can send me a few dollars depending on how valuable this was. And if it was not valuable, then don't send anything. That's totally up to you. And I'm not asking you for money. I'm reminding you that you can send donations, and they're greatly appreciated. They help me. They make a difference in my life, and I use it to pay for my food. But if you don't feel like you need to reciprocate, then do not. And if you don't want to share your money, then don't. And if you need money for your own self, then keep it for yourself. So just a little announcement. Isn't money have materials from animals within? So you shouldn't use money. No, animal money doesn't have animal materials. Money is made from cotton. So money is plant based. But some chocolate is made from animal products. Gummy bears are made from gelatin, which is a pig's skin ground up. It's a ground up skin. That's the gelatin. And also, some pills are also gelatin. So it's not vegan. Money is vegan, yes. Money is vegan. Yes, I'm sure. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. I'm minimum wage, not even lying. Okay, then use money wisely and respectfully. Pigs are abomination. If pigs are an abomination, then you eat pigs. What does that make you? It makes you a disaster. I'm not misguiding anybody. Money is vegan. You skipped my question again, but I'll ask again. Do you believe in the gods and reincarnation and other supernatural stuff with no proof, or just the way of life that Sadhguru teaches? So sometimes I skip questions because I don't even read the question, but I feel the energy. And I just know that it's stupid or it's some nonsense or it's some frivolous stuff. So that was one of the stupidest questions. Yeah, I believe things for no reason. Just
At Makehite Maximal donated €6 through Super Chat. Love your energy. You feel familiar. Dutch, eat smakealike. English, hope you have a good meal.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your donation. And I hope you have a good meal as well. Thank you for your super chat. And as you can see, my friends, every super chat gets read via text to speech. So if you have questions or want to make comments, that is the best place to do that. Do you believe in the supernatural aspects of life or not? I don't believe. There's no such thing as believing in my mind. I know things that are supernatural. I know there's mystical sides of life. I know there's reincarnation. I know there's ghosts. I've experienced them. I know there's past lives because I've seen them. I know there's other dimensions because I have them. So I know, I don't believe. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your donation. You're supposed to love all people? Well, certainly you're supposed to, but some people are more difficult to love than others. Do you know demons? Yes, I also know demons. I've experienced demons and demonic energy as well. And I've come in contact with demons. So I know they exist. I know it's real. How do you handle them? Demons, for the most part, don't really care about you, especially the powerful ones. How people misunderstand that. They think that demons are out to get you. Well, they are, but some lower entity demons or demonic forces, they just want to feed off of you. They are like parasites. Some have ulterior motives. In fact, demonic energies are not conducive to your health. First and foremost, they're called demons for a reason. So some lousy occultists will hire demons, and a demon will interrupt your life, and it will cause problems for you, and you won't even know that it's a demon. But that's what's happening. But that's very rare. Usually, demons don't really give a shit about you. Um, how do I know that? Because I've contacted demons, powerful demons. And if you have something for them, they're going to do something for you. But it's like a mafia boss, you know? They don't really care that you're living. They don't really want to cause you harm either. But if you have something that they like money, they'll rob you and they'll murder you because they like it and they don't care about values or anything. So that's what a demon is. Do I know everything about demons? No. I don't think I've said maybe even 2% of what demonic energy is. But that's my inclination. And the best way to avoid demons is to create a positive environment around you. because demons thrive with demonic energy. If you have demonic energy inside, if you drink, smoke, watch bad movies, eat animals, hang around in bars and nightclubs, the frequency, that low frequency, they thrive on. And they see you as a nice host or a companion. They'll hang around you. So that's not the best thing for you to do. And also, at the same time, these forces of nature are kind of unavoidable. You can't really avoid demonic energies, especially on Earth. They're pretty much all over the place. Again, it's like coyotes. Is there something to do with coyotes? Well, yeah, if a coyote is right in front of your face in the woods, then you gotta pick up a stick. But otherwise, just let the coyotes do what they're doing. It's their nature. So leave them alone. Thoughts on Illuminati? I think that Illuminati exists. They're definitely secret societies. Unclean spirits, they're ultimately under divine judgment, destined to be defeated. GGB slop, but it's true. I don't like this idea of predeterminism and God is like some kind of testing ground. This doesn't feel true to me. Destined to be defeated, and God is battling the demon or the devil just to see who's stronger. It's like, what the hell is this? I think the Hindu aspect of life, or how they see the creation, is much more accurate. The creation is a roaring. The creation came to be from a roaring or a roar. The universe is a, well, actually, can even be proven by science. What to make me smile today? Some comments here on the live stream. Yes. The Word of God, sure, that's another template. There's many templates to describe the experience, certainly. The Word of God, the roar, the explosion. Hmm. We've been live streaming for 108 minutes. Thoughts on Sadhguru being on the Epstein Island? He was not on the Epstein Island. Sadhguru is one of the most upstanding characters in the world. And if you have evidence to support the contrary, then please let me know. Please show me. Shiva has 3 bodies. And Shiva Cobra. All right. Have I made somebody smile too? I hope so. I hope I've made some people laugh here on this live stream. I just woke up a while ago, so it's the first thing I'm doing. I was up until 3 a.m. People will think that they are. Yep. God is real, but does he really care about us? Buddhism believes that God, but they don't care. They exist inseparably involved in our lives. I don't know. The universe is definitely intelligent, and you care about yourself, and you are a part of God, or you are God. What about Guruji, 20th century mystic and master? No, don't know that. Guru Jeff. Oh, I think I've heard Sadhguru talk about it. God is closer to us than we are to ourselves. Interesting. I just, to be safe, I still pay tribute to God, but I don't resolve around him. Nice. Jesus is King, yes. How deeply he loves and knows us. What's up with the Snuggie? It's cold or what? This is not a Snuggie. Actually, it is. But this is an orange cloth used to create the right energy. Seeing your live pop up several times. Every time you have a certain, let's say, energy for me, now have all the time. So it felt like time to engage and explore. Greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you. Thank you very much for your support. Glad you're here. Very interesting if you got time. What is that? Hello from the Netherlands again. Hello from the Netherlands. So you got two people from the Netherlands here. So, Vishnu, Brahma, Ganesh, yes, kind of has funeral vibes. I mean, the orange cloth? I hope not. Shiva Linga is a quantum computer. Hmm. I have a Shiva Linga right here. If you're wondering what that is, this is the Hindu technology that this man is talking about. And it is a technology. This is a technology. It's not a technology like a computer or, whatever you're thinking of, the common technology, but just look and pay attention. This is an energetic technology, a spiritual technology, and maybe something much more than we don't understand. This is a stone lingam, and the top part represents Shiva, the middle part represents Vishnu, the maintenance, the destruction, maintenance, and the bottom part represents creation or Brahma. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Creation, maintenance, and destruction. And this is a powerful energy machine. We're going to put it gently back and let it do its thing. Let it continue creating the right energy for you. So, if I were you, my friends, I would go and buy a Shiva Linga, preferably a stone one, 100% stone one. Yes, it's stone. Either stone or solidified mercury. Because solidified mercury is, I'm not even going to pick it up, but it's right here. You can probably see it. It's the most powerful metal on Earth. And if you want to buy something from me, from my website, go to shivakailash.com and buy yourself some metal necklace. What does it do? It creates energy. It produces energy. It is a spiritual tool. It's a spiritual portal. Portal. That's a good way of saying it as well. Hello, Lozol. Good to see you. Welcome. The fallen angels convince people they're gods because of their heavenly knowledge, a tale as old as time. Shout out to Lucifer, who is a real demon, a real being that I've experienced. And not somebody I recommend you contact because of his energy, bad energy. We can buy them from you. Well, you can't buy a lingam from me, but you can buy something the equivalent. What I would strongly recommend you buy is a hanging bead that is on my website. This tiny little metal bead will change your life for the better. It will destroy negative energy, but it's the first thing that it will do. And then you have to think about how to use it. You hang it up somewhere in your room, your office, and it is like an energy machine. So if you buy it today, I'll ship it out to you tomorrow. God is good, yes. Why weren't you at the walkathon, boss? I failed. I missed it. No, you cannot wear it. You can wear one as well. I have it for sale as well. In fact, I have these two that are waiting to be shipped. This is a necklace. You can look at the picture on my website. And this is the hanging bead. So, feel the energy. That's nice. If you want to see what it is and what it does, go to my website, shivakailash.com. They help me. Do you wear Rudraksha beads? Yes, I do. I have on them on right now. Shiva's ancient name is Pita. Did you know that? No, I didn't. There is no God, good or bad. God is not good, and Lucifer is not bad. Stop thinking in terms of duality. It's an illusion. If you get slapped in the face, is that good or bad in your personal experience? There's things that are negative and positive. I understand what you mean, but it's relative to your human experience. Statue doesn't mean we worship statue, we worship God, and it's easy for humans when it made statues. That's correct. The statue is a just a representation, just for you to look at and be inspired. Destruction and creation is the same. It's a robot that will always help the losing side of war. But if you know what that means, it's good for. Okay. We are coming up on the 2 hour mark, my friends, of doing this live stream. If you have super chats to donate, now is the best place to do that. The best place to do that is the link down below. If you want to contribute to my work and my live stream here, then a financial donation is the best way to do that. Otherwise, ask your questions because I have a plan of doing live streams for about 2 hours and then I will stop. But maybe I'll continue on. I'm not sure. Dude, I saw God and I saw the devil, and they are the same. Really. How about you contribute to someone else's work for once? Certainly I do. I contribute to Sadhguru's work. And if you have work that I find is worthy of contribution, I will do that because I'm here to expand life. Where is Dr. Rob? Blake asks. Well, Blake, Dr. Rob said I am not to divulge his location at this time. I hope you have a great day. It's 10 o'clock, so time for bed for sure. Okay, have a blessed night. Have a beautiful night. Peaceful dreams. And thank you for being here. Blessings, blessings. Be blessed. Yeah, it's been repeated lots of times, Basil. It's definitely not getting old. You and Dr. Rob still friends? Yes, we are still friends. Yes. Old wizard says, fake Yogi. I'm not fake. I'm not made out of plastic. I'm the real deal. I pray he's treating you better. we'll see. We'll see when he comes back. He said when I get my new phone, he will live stream with me. So that's in a couple of days. It's coming to my house, and we'll see how his behavior changes. Okay, my friends, I think it's time to end this live stream. Unless anybody has any emergency donations or super chats or last questions, let me know. It has been more than 2 hours since I started this live stream, so it's time to pause. Have a great day and thanks for sharing. Thank you very much. The King's Daughter, thank you for the floating hearts. Rob is transforming. Yes, I think he's going through a metamorphosis. So that is good. All right. If you want to listen to my story of how I almost died on my live stream yesterday, you have to rewind this live stream to the beginning. I share a story about that. It's not that serious, not that big of a deal, but it's a big deal to me. I almost died. At least I thought I was going to die. And that's it. I think we'll definitely are going to end this live stream. And we might live stream on Twitch. So I'll make sure to paste the link on my YouTube account for that. We'll live stream on Twitch for just gaming. If I want to play some video games, I want to go live on Twitch so you can see me there. And maybe we'll do a live stream at the end of the night, an evening live stream. Rob should go to Isha Yoga Center. Absolutely, he definitely should. And that will change his life for the better. He had plans to do that, but it didn't work out. Okay, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching this live stream. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments and questions. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your continued support and interest in this matter. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, tomorrow, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern is most likely when I will go live. Take it easy, my friends. Stay blessed, be happy, and live a joyful and peaceful life. And thanks to Sadhguru.